Okay, here we are at Emery Street Studios in Montreal. We have two fantastic musicians here, and this is such a cool setting we're in. We're going to learn all about this studio right now. I am here with the man. Do we say he's the man that runs the show? Is that fair to say here? Seb Black. Seb Black, introduce yourself to the folks.
Hi, I'm Seb Black.
And we also have with us Eddie Paul. He's got an album coming out. We're going to learn all about this. People, they actually live here. It's such a cool studio, such a cool vibe. Eddie Paul with us behind us. Eddie, you've been living here for 4 years. Say hello to everybody. How you doing?
Very good. Hello, everybody.
Eddie just woke up, actually. His room right there.
We're here with Seb Black. Seb, you started this thing, I think it was about 12 years ago, and you moved here about 12 years ago, I'm sorry, and you started the studio about 4 or 5 years ago. Give us the whole story. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty cool what's going on here.
Well, actually, 12 years ago, I met a producer who was, this was his studio, and I started working with him. And then about 5 years ago, I'm not very good with time, might have been 6, me and one of my best buddies, we started a label, Emery Street Records, and then we picked the place up when he left. Cool. And then now I've been living here ever since.
Cool. And just tell us right now, we're in Montreal, we're in the Latin Quarter. Tell everybody what's going on here and what's it like living here?
Well, you don't want to go to McDonald's at 3 in the morning. That's for sure. Other than that, it's pretty cool. A lot of restaurants, a lot of life. But, it could get noisy.
Awesome. So we're here with Seb Black and Eddie Paul, Emery Street Studios. Seb, though, tell us what goes on here. I mean, the kind of music, the kind of vibe, the sound you guys are creating in this studio.
Us here, actually, we kind of have no sound. We just do whatever we want. I work with a lot of bands from metal to acoustic stuff to anything. But me and Eddie, we pretty much wake up in the morning and if we're like country song today, country song. Cool. Doesn't really matter. Cool.
And how many people live here? There are 4 of you living here. What's it like for you guys living here?
It's like any other roommate situation. But I mean, at least we're all here for the same thing. We're all here to make music and do good music, you know. So we're just, whatever problems there are, we get over it for the music. I got my bassist living here. We got the guitarist living here. We got our mastering guy and co-engineer living here too. Everybody gets along. We're all just 24 hours.
Cool, man. Seb Black and Eddie Paul with us right now. Eddie, tell us about your music. There's a real cool video. We're going to put a link for it. You're playing a song at Club Soda here in Montreal, and you've got an album coming out lately. Tell us about the music you're doing, Eddie.
Yeah, like you say, album's coming out. I made it with Seb. He produced. We wrote songs together. Not much more than that. Like, you'll wait till you'll hear it when it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cool. And what's it like living here? If I don't know if you guys can hear it. Seb, why don't we just blast it? This is some Eddie Paul right now. We just blast it. All right, well, we kill it. It's awesome stuff. Eddie, tell us what we were just listening to there. Awesome stuff.
That's a tune called The Calling. Called The Calling.
Cool. And what was the inspiration, and what's this song about?
The song, well, it's kind of like one of those, like Brooklyn, you know, it's got like a step to it. But what it's about, I won't get like extremely profound. Yeah. This early in the day, but just a good time song, I guess. I suppose.
Good time. Feel it.
Seb, tell us about this guy. People listening to his music. Pretty cool stuff he's putting out here, eh?
Amazing stuff. 7th of April, it's coming out. The launch party's here in Montreal at the Nomads World on the 10th of April. Don't miss it. Come by. You'll see.
Awesome. And Seb, tell us about your music. The video I want to play, I'm just going to ask it. Tell us about it. Was it Smarties or Skittles or what were you? What do you? Fruit Loops. Tell us. Okay.
That was powdered milk. I have a friend who has a pig farm, and he feeds his pigs like some like mix of like coconut oil and powdered milk, and it was like 40 degrees, and yeah, we had to put in hot water because in cold water it just lumps up. So it was not that comfortable, but it was fun. We had a laugh.
Awesome. It's a pretty sweet video. Seb, tell us about it, and we'll call it those hot girls dancing on your lap too, eh?
Yeah. Who doesn't like pretty girls?
Awesome. Tell us about the video we're about to watch here.
The video is you got a bit of everything. You got some raw meat, you got some taxidermy, you got some hot girls, you got Fruit Loops, enough to stay entertained.
And the dogs, were those the dogs I saw in the studio? Tell us about the dogs here.
Raw meat. The dogs, actually, my dog is kind of our doorman, doorbell, mascot. He's in most of my video clips. He's the most photogenic of us all.
Yeah, true.
Awesome. Seb Black and Eddie Paul. Beautiful creature.
Beautiful creature, yeah.
People come here and they just say hi to him. They say hi to me 5 minutes later. Yeah, is Seb here?
I've seen him.
right
I've seen him pick up human girls.
Yeah, no.
I've seen human girls. He's
Strong. Girls are like, whoa.
Awesome. Tell us what it's like living in this studio. You guys have been here. Seb, you told us before we started this interview, you can't remember the last time somebody has gone to bed before 3 a.m. This is a pretty crazy life you're living here, hey?
Yeah, well, there's no windows, so at a certain point we don't even know really. It's because we look at the time, but yeah, we changed the day. You know, early in the morning, nobody wants to make music.
Right.
So.
But people across Montreal can come in here, record. Tell us how people can book studio time with you.
Yeah, just email us at contact@emerystreet.ca and book your studio time.
Awesome. And Eddie, as a musician, somebody living here, how great is it being in an atmosphere like this?
It's cool, man. It's rare that you get the opportunity to spend your life living around like all of this and be able to create music when you want and just have like access to everything and like talk to all the people that come around here and meet the people that come around here. So it's cool. It's cool. I say good experience.
Cool. And Seb, in the Montreal music scene, really, what is the goal for this studio, or really in general? What are we trying to accomplish here, and what have you accomplished here?
Well, we're trying to accomplish worldwide networking, domination, and exposure. We are coming to your town soon. And yeah, I don't know. We're actually just today music is different. The industry's changed, so we're trying to do it a different way, more of a kind of family way, and do everything ourselves. And in that way, we could probably continue doing this till we die, make a living out of it. And, you know, it's a I think back to that kind of community and music thing. That's what we're trying to do.
Feel like a community living here?
For sure, it is. It's essentially that. It's set up to be kind of the work that way. And that's what we do. We all believe in each other's talent. So we, you know what I mean? It's hard to, yeah. We all believe in each other's talent. So like, Alex in the next room, we all think he's a genius, and then he thinks we're like, we do something, and he's like, oh, you guys are awesome. And then he does something, and so.
We do everything here. Everything, even the videos, everything, the mastering. So we could get shit done, you know, and on our own terms.
Cool. Yeah, so is that part of like having the way really technology is today? Is that what makes you guys able to do this, or?
Well, technology always helps. Yeah. I mean, for sure, the more there's better, the better technology is, everything's cheaper, so you could do stuff yourself, you know. But yeah, I think also just having all the equipment and all that, you can't really, alone it's hard, you know. So all together, we all pitch in, we all do something, and in the end, it just gets done, you know.
Right. So tell us, though, both of your perspectives. You know, you say music is changing. Obviously, it seems like you guys have found a way to do your own thing with the way music changed. So just if you could sort of give us a little deeper, for those of us that don't understand this industry so much, what you're talking about here.
Well, I think back in the day, just studios, people would have bigger budgets to go to studio, et cetera, et cetera. So I think now you can do things on your own. You don't necessarily need to go to a $1,000 a day studio. But at the same time, there's so many things and parts of making an album, you know what I'm saying, that you need help. So if you're able to figure out all those people, put them together, do your social media, record yourself, but still, you know, because nobody's going to give you $100,000 no more to go and record a song.
Right. And Eddie, so you have just done an album. I'm sorry, an album. You get that name wrong still a little bit every now and then. Eddie, tell us what it was like, though, the inspiration of doing an album here, coming out shortly. What was it like in this atmosphere?
I think it was it's the best possible atmosphere I could have been in to make a record. You know what I mean? I got to wake up really, like, I got to live my experience making this record because I lived like here. So it was really cool having, like, you know, working with Seb on the record. Anything we wanted to change, try, and you know, we had the opportunity to do it, and it was like a real blessing, kind of, to do a record here at Emery Street. Like, everybody here is super supportive, and for me, for sure, everybody's been super cool, and we do good music. Like, I don't want to toot, like, I'm not gonna toot my own horn or toot our own horn, toot. But I think we do music that, like, gets us, you know, like, that gets us excited, and like, so it's cool to now, like, have the opportunity to you know, give it to the public and see get the feedback from them, and, like, hopefully just, like, do another one in the future, continue making music.
Awesome. Here with Seb Black and Eddie Paul. Seb, so people in Montreal, we're going to promote it again. How can they get a hold of you and really renting studio space in this place?
Contact at emerystreet.ca. You could like us on Facebook. Email sites, emerystreetrecords.com, sebblackmusic.com.
Cool
there
stuff.
You go.
Cool stuff. And Eddie, promote the album when it's coming out.
April 10th. We're gonna have the launch.
Cool stuff. Awesome. Here we are, Seb Black and Eddie Paul. Guys, thanks for being on with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.